Good morning. 8/23/17, Wednesday. We're going to go over attention to detail, okay? So we're going to talk about sales today. I know a lot of times we talk about our goals and our dreams and how to stay on track, structure, this and that. But we're going to talk about sales today, okay? Because it's important. Come on, David, come on. It's important that everybody pay attention. Here, do that shit after, because this is important. I want you guys to master the sales thing. Because in order to be a manager, if you want to run a team, you're going to have to sell quick. Like, you don't have as much time as everybody else, right? You did all the driving, probably did the meeting. Like, there was a time when I was building this company, and I was literally, like, freaking out selling everybody, and on top of that, outworking everybody by 2 or 3 times. So I was doing all the driving, all the meetings, all the debriefs, all the sales, like every fucking thing. I was doing the work of 10 men. All right, and that's what you're gonna have to learn how to do. So in order to do that work and get it, you only got so much time as a manager to sell. You have to fucking know what you're doing out there. Like, you don't have that much time. You don't have all day to go around and try to get one. Like, you're like, shit, I gotta get 3 today because 1 might cancel. The guys might not sell shit. Can't depend on your team. So attention to detail. First thing is get in the house. What I put is mix it up, keep it fun. The other day, Adrian, right? You've been struggling pretty much. You had 1 for the whole week, and I had you and Xavier go out together, and I followed that lady. Right? I seen a lady getting her mail, and I was already telling myself that this is going to be a deal. Like, I set it up. So I'm going to go to the 3 steps, and if you read right here, it says, do from the last step, which is the close. Do what you came to do, which is the close. All right. So it's called like a buildup. It's like a buildup. So that was like the buildup. It's called ether. You start creating the energy, and you start creating the excitement. Okay, from the beginning. It's kind of like, hey guys, we're gonna go to the Dodgers game. Everybody starts getting excited. You hit traffic. Might take you fucking 2 hours to get there from Orange County, right? It dies down. Shit, you got all excited, pumped up. That initial energy. Get in the car. You don't give a fuck. Hand me a beer. Let's go. Come on, Dodgers gonna win. You don't even give a shit who wins. You just want to go have a good time, right? So you start hitting traffic. What happens? The energy starts dying. You might even fall asleep. You might even get to a point like, fuck traffic. Like, you're not gonna stay pumped up for nothing. You know what I mean? So what happens is when you get there, the energy goes back up. You're there now. Then you sit down. You're like, this is it. Like, fuck, I got all excited for what? And then you might even get disappointed if the Dodgers get their ass kicked, right? So all these emotions are going up and down. And what you have to do is realize that a sale is the same thing. It's an emotion. So in the beginning, the meetings are designed, right, to get you pumped up. Like, hey, you're going to work, and I'm gonna, you're gonna hit your goals, and you're gonna make money, right? We tell you all the good stuff. And then what happens is you go out there, right? And then it's just like, boom, no after no, whatever, right? So the negative thing starts. So what you have to do is you have to maintain the high energy throughout getting your ass kicked. Do you see what I'm saying? What were the 3 things again? Remember? Positive attitude, high energy, enthusiasm. So that's all you need, to be successful. That's all you really need. You don't need no high education. You don't need shit. You need because I'll take a guy with a positive attitude, high energy, and enthusiasm versus a guy that has a negative attitude, no energy, and no enthusiasm, and he's got a freaking degree from Harvard, right? You know what I'm saying? We can get more accomplished with the dumbass that doesn't have not the dumbass, but like the less educated guy, but he's got heart and he's got, desire, right? So get in the house, mix it up, keep it fun. That's what we did. We kept it fun. Dropped you off, and we mixed it up. It's like, here, we're not just going to drop you off today. We did it with Eric. We picked him up. He was struggling. Dropped him off at a house, right? He couldn't get in the house. Shit. He tried something new. He jumped the fence. The door was locked. He jumped the fence, signed those people up. Did they ever get installed?
They got installed, yeah.
Oh, good.
They canceled.
No, my miss.
Something about they wanted it manually, but they didn't want to do 3 months.
Oh, my God. So look at, but you got the deal.
Yeah.
You learned something. You learned that, you know what? I can see you like pressure. You want somebody watching you. You want somebody, a lot of guys that perform good under pressure. I was really good at training people. It would make me sell. Whenever I was training somebody, it kept me accountable. When somebody was walking with me, I had to show them all the good stuff. I had to be at my best because I'm teaching this guy, right? I'm not teaching him bad habits. I got to teach him good habits. So get somebody. When you're out there, hire anybody. Because think about it. It's not about just, oh, no, I don't like what he looks like. It's about that person keeping you accountable. All right? So get in and it's a good habit to have. that you're always training somebody. Because you might have to go through 10 guys just to get one guy. You might have to go through 20 guys to get one guy. You might have to go through 30 guys to get one guy, you know? So, but if you're not used to that, what's going to happen? If you're not used to training people, you're going to quit after the second guy. You're going to be, oh man, nobody wants to stay. Nobody likes the job. You're going to quit. So you mix it up, have fun, keep it fun, and you know, switch it up. I've done deals where I've seen their what's that called? The water hose, right? And I've picked up their water hose before and came to the door with their water hose. And they answer the door like, hi, can I help you? Like, and I'm like, yeah, is this yours? They go, yeah, what are you doing with my water hose? And I tell them, oh, some guy was trying to steal it. He was walking down the street, I saw him. What? I go, yeah, they're stealing water hoses now, they're stealing everything. And they're like, what? Oh, thank you so much. I go, yeah, I almost had to kick his ass. He didn't want to give it back. And what happened? What did I say? Emotion, right? Sales are emotion. So I got their emotions going, oh, thank you so much. Right? I'm the hero now. I'm the nice guy. I'm not a salesman no more. So when you come to the door and they think you're a salesman, they think you're the bad guy. If you come to the door and you're the hero, you're not a bad guy no more. See? So you gotta be smart. What did I tell you to say when I dropped you off? Tell them what? Do you remember what I told you guys to say?
Before it came earlier.
Yeah, exactly. The lady, I go hurry up, get out. Tell her that you came here earlier and nobody was there. It works because now you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't here. You know, they don't even know what it is, but their emotion starts going. They start agreeing with you. When they start agreeing with you, that's a good thing. That's positive momentum. Positive momentum. When they agree with you, that's why you got to ask them questions you know they're going to say yes to, because that's the second thing I might get to. But that's the first thing. Like, start thinking of ways that you can get their emotions involved when they open up the door. Don't have some boring, hi, is this that, I know that's the pitch we taught you, and you got to have some basis of a pitch. But if you look around all these restaurants, you know, they do cook steak and fish and chicken in different ways. It's not just in one way, salt and pepper. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the basis, right? But then people put their own spin on it. And what happens when people put their own spin on it? People like it. And people, you know, you don't eat the same restaurant all the time. You go to different, you like going to different ones. I love going to different places, trying different foods, different, you know, all over the place, right? So, that's the same thing here. You got to get creative with your, you know, with your pitch and with your intro, and get their emotions involved. Right? He's native, right? Part of native, right? I mean, if I was native, I can't wait to meet somebody else that looks native too. You can tell, kind of, you know. So then you answer the, oh hey, you know, started off like, hey, are you native? I don't know. Is that how you guys say it? In native or in Indian, or how do you guys say it?
Well, a lot of the time, I should say a lot.
Like, what's the proper way to like say, hey, are you Indian, or do you say, are you native?
I say, I say one word, Samav.
What is it?
Samav.
Samav. Okay, so are you Samav? Right? That's what you would say.
Yeah, Samav. Because all of us natives consider each other family.
There you go.
Cousins, these cousins.
All right. So, you know, and if they say yeah, then what's going to happen? You're going to find common ground. You're going to get them to agree with it, and their emotions start getting into it. Yeah, they're going to say, yeah, I am Samav. You are too, you know? Yeah, what tribe, right? What area, whatever. So, like, you know, sometimes you got to do that. If, you know, you guys speak Spanish, right? You go to a Spanish area, start, you know, hey, what part of, you know, El Salvador are you from? What part of Mexico are you from? What part of Honduras are you from? Spain, whatever, right? Brazil, you know, like, talk to them. Ecuador. And then, oh, wow, you know, start talking to them. And then they're going to say the magic words. Oh, what are you here for? So sometimes you have to read people right. Yeah, sometimes you could just go strictly the pitch, real easy, boring, and that's all you need. But sometimes you got to switch it up. You got to be versatile. You got to be able to spot what you need to say before you say it. You got to be able to read the customer. You got to listen and you got to watch. You got 2 eyes, right? You got 2 ears. You got 1 mouth. So you're really made to see more because you got 2. You're made to hear more because you got more. Because if you're just made just to talk, you'd have 1 ear, 3 mouths, 1 eye. You know what I mean? So watch, listen, and then talk. Go there with a strategy, the game plan. Like, because your main goal is to close. So how do you go from getting the close? You got to work your way backwards. You got to have a great start. You know, like if I'm a football coach, all the great teams have a great start. They don't fucking win in the 4th quarter. The game's over in the first drive. Do you remember fucking Steve Young, Joe Montana, the 49ers back in the day? They would just come right out. The first drive, they'd get the ball and just drive it right down the field. And everybody knew that was watching the game. what already know? Like, man, this game's over. Like, you see how easy they score? Like, it's done. Right now, they won everyone, but goddamn, they were a dynasty. They won a lot of championships, and you just knew. You watch the Patriots. They come out firing. It's just like Tom Brady just comes out, just boom, boom, little handoff, boom, 10 yards. Like the defense is fucking. They don't know what to do. They've had all week to prepare, and they just come out there like nothing and just like score like nothing. This team's been 6-7 days straight preparing. They've probably been preparing 3 weeks down before, thinking about playing them, and it's just like boom, 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 right? Because their strategy is way better. They understand how important this is. They're there to win, but how do you win? You work your way back. So right now, a lot of guys, oh, I could get in a house, but they can't sell shit. They're not doing it right. Do you see what I'm saying? They're designed to get in the house, but they're not designed to close. Are you following me? See, there's a difference. When I go in a house, it's designed to close. Some guys are just happy to get in the house, right? New guys are just like, yeah, I can't get in. Man, I got into a lot of houses today, T. They're designed to run credits. They're designed to get in houses. They're not designed to close. They don't get it. They think they're supposed to talk about the product, and they're supposed to talk to a bunch of people. The more people they talk to, the more prospects they have. The more prospects they have, the chances are they might get one today. Like, that's a great way to start. You're supposed to start like that. But I'm trying to teach you guys how to like really have a straight strategy where it's just like, you know why you're there, you know what you're doing here. You're a professional, man. There's a difference between an amateur and a professional. Right? You know, golfing really good. Isn't there a difference between some guy that only plays twice a year versus a guy that plays every day?
Absolutely.
Huge. Yeah, that guy might get lucky that comes twice a year. You might hit a hole in one. You might get, you might hit a couple good rounds, but put them up together for a whole week straight. That guy that plays every day is going to kick his ass. That's what they're saying, like the McGregor fight's going to be like. It's like, you're going to, you got a guy that, yeah, he boxed back in the day. He knows how to fight. But he's going up against a, 49-0 grand wizard champion that nobody can beat. Like, nobody can beat this guy. So what makes you think this guy's going to win now? You know what I mean? It's a professional versus an amateur. And it should show. It should show Saturday. You should see, it should be one-sided. It should be a unanimous decision. It should be easy, really. And he's 40 years old. Like he said, I'm not in my 30s anymore. I'm 40 years old. Mayweather. He's fighting a guy that's 20-something. So, yeah, that's probably the only thing he has on him is youth. But you're dealing with the guy that's, been doing this his whole life since he was like this. He went to the Olympics, everything. His dad was a fighter. His uncle was a fighter. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, so this is the same thing. You have to become a professional. That's why you're getting better. Every day you come in, you're getting better. Just like that golfer. Think about that golfer. Damn, that guy comes in every day. Think about that basketball player, why he's so good. Think about Stephon Curry. Why is he so good? Because he shoots 500 to 1,000 shots every day of his life. He's not good just because he was 7 foot tall. He's not even a big guy. Nobody even wanted him out of high school. He didn't go to North Carolina like his dad. He went to Davidson. But he put in that work every day. Boom, boom, boom. Reps. And you guys are putting in that reps. Right? Look at Xavier. Remember first? Look how good he got now. Now you can close. Look at you. You're closing. Look at you. All you guys are getting better, not because, you're just getting better magically. No, you're getting better because you come in every single day. I push you to come in every day. I push you to come in so you can get better. You came here to make money, right? The end result, when you came here, right? You're number 3. The end result's for you to make money, close deals. You didn't come here to hang out. He came all the way from Arizona right here for this, the last result, the money, to go cash his check, right? You're all here to cash your check. So we got to back it up now. How do you get that cash? How do you cash that big check? How do you want to get a bigger check? Got to get better, yeah? So I'm going to show you how to get better at your craft here. We're not talking about hiring people right now. We're talking about one thing only, closing, selling right now. Selling, that's it. Getting in the house, mixing it up, making it fun. That's a key. You have to have fun out there, because if you're not having fun, it's going to be a drag, man. If you're out there for 5 hours, you're like, fuck this, man. 5 hours of knocking, I hate knocking. But if you're like, shit, this is fun. Right, today we went to the beach, it was fun. I could stay out there all day, right? It's like, shit, why? Because it's fun to me. So 5 hours ain't shit. Hell yeah, 5 hours, leave me out there for 10. I'll take a double shift out there. But you got to learn to like this too. Because then you'll be like, fuck it, leave me out there all day. Like, I'm having fun out here. I'm making money, having fun. This is amazing. I'm making $6,000 a week plus, making $1,000 a day, and I'm having fun. But you'll never make the 6,000 until you start having fun. See, if you're like, God, I gotta go to work today, you know, you're never gonna be in the $6,000 club. All the guys that have been in the $6,000 club in the history of our company, they all have fun out there. They don't mind putting in the hours because it takes a lot of hours to make $6,000 in a week. Okay, so second sell. Once you figured out how to get in the house, have fun, get a different conversation going at each house. Sometimes you say anything. Sometimes just get yeses out of them. Get yeses. That's the key. Create the moment. So now number 2 is get to the dining room table. Now it has to be the dining room table. Okay, has to be the dining room table. That's where all their bills are usually. That's where they sit down. That's where you can't get comfortable like on the couch. You got to go to the dining room table because you got a place to write too. If you go to the living room, don't go to the living room. All right, go to the dining room table. That's where most people have, like, subconsciously. That's where people have their family talks. That's where business is done, basically. The family table. All right. Now, not everybody's like that, but throughout, I'm just saying, your chances and your odds are better if you go to the dining room table. You're going to be in a better location. Okay, that's where you can get water. That's where you can get coffee. If you're hungry, that's where you can get something to snack on. Right? That's where you can get them to give you something. Get them involved. Get them working for you now. Have the confidence. Don't be afraid. Hey, do you have anything to drink? Shit, they want to give out a cold soda. That lady's been dying to give somebody something cold to drink, right? She loves it. Get her moving. Get him moving. Get that guy up. Have him pour you a drink. Whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? So you get to the dining room table and you start getting yes after yes after yes after yes after yes to create the positive momentum. So this is how you sell. Get in the house. You know what your agenda is. You're there to close. Okay? So you start setting it up and you start gearing it towards a close. You got to gear it towards a close. If you're not gearing it towards a close, you're not going to get a close. Don't go in there gearing it towards, I hope I get one, or gearing it towards luck, or gearing it towards, oh, I hope they need this. No, you got to gear this shit towards you in control, which is you in control equals a close. You got to start controlling the conversation. You got to start controlling the whole situation, right? So set up to close. This is where you got to start strategizing. So when you're sitting at the table and you see AARP mail, the magazine, you see something from the vet, you start seeing their name, whatever. Use all that shit. I'll sit down and within 5 seconds, less than 5 seconds, I got their name. I know their vet. I got all that. I got it all right there. Boom, right here, calculated. I start writing their name down on the thing. I skip straight to the name and I start writing their name. So it says Gabriel Delgadillo. I start writing it. I see that he's a member of AARP. So I don't even ask that stupid question no more. Right? I look at him and I say, okay, and he's going to say, well, what's going on? What are you here for, right? Because we came in perfect. We don't want them to know what's going on at the door. Okay, we're here with County-wide Smart Homes. We're doing a program right here for Orange County. Got to come in and go over it with you. That's it. None of this alarms, none of this we're going to switch something for your alarm, none of this we're going to upgrade, none of this shit. Strictly, that's it. They're in the blind. This right here, this is where the strategy comes into play. Now you got, oh man, it's a bonus. You get their name, right, and everything. So now I just sit down and go, okay, you're Gabriel, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they have you down for AARP.
Okay.
We already know because we saw the mail. Right? So it's certainty. Certainty sells. The most certain person in the room is going to win. The most certain team, right, on the field is going to win. The most certain coach is going to outcoach the other coach. The most certain person always wins. So you have to be certain. You can create certainty, yeah, but you got to look for clues. You got to look around. You can't just come in there and just like start asking, and like some lazy ass pitch, asking the questions, sitting on the couch. Like you're not setting yourself up for the close. Think about that for a minute, right? You're setting yourself up to fucking to get, I'm not interested. Sorry, I'm not interested. You're doing the same thing the last guy did. And what did they do to the last guy? Why don't they have an alarm, right? You're looking like, that's the deal. Why don't they have one yet? Because the last guy didn't come in there to close. The last guy was just happy to talk to somebody and was hoping he was going to get a deal. So you got to be so certain. You got to start your day in the morning like, I'm certain I'm getting 2 today. I'm 100% certain. You got to tell yourself 1,000 times before you even come to the meeting, I'm getting 2. I'm getting 2. So you got so much momentum. You walk in here, and when I say, hey, how you doing? You go, I'm getting 2. And I know when a guy's been saying that to himself all day, I could tell. I would bet on that guy. I would bet on him. I'd put all my money on him. I'd say, yep, that guy's certain. I could tell. He's ready. He's been telling himself that. Probably been saying that shit all night, all morning. Right? It's probably been, when we have the sales contests, I know who's going to win. I pretty much know who's going to be in the finals and who's going to probably win because I can tell. I know what they're thinking about. They're thinking about nothing but one thing and one thing only, about winning that money and winning that damn title and winning and taking everybody out. They're not thinking about what they're going to do for the weekend. They're not thinking about nothing else. They're not thinking about what everybody else is doing or wonder what so-and-so is doing. They're not thinking about nothing but winning. And that's it. And so therefore they win. You want to know how winners win? That's how they win. They're all in, 24/7. That's all they're thinking about. Anything about nothing else but winning. So that's what you got to do. You got to get down there and you got to have it all ready and it's got to be certain. So you look at them and you go, yeah, they have you down because you're a veteran. And you got to look them in the eye. And they also have you down for AARP, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're kind of making this easy for me because we already have all the information. And then all the other stuff, the whole, it's just bonuses now. Now you can get more yeses. So you are over 65, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, boom, yes. All right. So are you on Social Security?
Yes.
Okay. See, we've already started with you are this person, right? And you already have this, right? It's like, it's real certain. So now, even if he wants to say no, he's almost programmed to just be like, yes, because we've already established. I'm gonna look you right in your eye, and I'm gonna tell you this is who you are, right? Okay. And watch, when you become really good at this, people will actually go backtrack and say, oh, hold on, no, I'm sorry. I'm not a veteran. My late husband was. And that's when you know it's like, you came in there to close. The closer's in the house now. That's when you know, like, oh shit, this person, they're outmatched. You got a professional, right, that does this every day, and you got some person here that's not ready to go up against a professional. See what I'm saying now, guys? You guys starting to think now? You guys hope your brain is starting to think like, oh man, I really got to get better at this. I really got to be this golfer that golfs every day. I got to be a pro. I got to kick everyone's ass. How do I get this good? Going every day out like this with the strategy, going every single day out, believing in yourself, not just freaking going out and just, I hope I get one. Right? You got to walk shit, talk, sleep this stuff. You got to walk around, like you're the only closer left on earth. You got to walk around and go to a door like you were born for this specific reason, to just go to this door and talk to this person and close them. Like, however old you are, if you're 19 or if you're 40, it doesn't matter. For 40 years, this whole 40 years led up to right now. There's no way, I can't lose. 40 years, 19 years, for 19 freaking years straight, everything that I've been through is all right now. To knock on this door and close this person. If you start believing like that, you start selling more. You sound more confident when you talk to people. You sound more certain. You sound more believable. Like everybody's just believing you now. You go to the door, they don't see no doubt in you. They don't spot no weakness. That's what you got to do. Okay? So then you use this. You get information, you get yeses, homeowner insurance, and you should be looking certain. You should already be telling yourself one thing. I'm closing, I'm closing, I'm closing, I'm closing, I'm closing. I'm closing, I'm closing. You should be singing this song in your head. I'm closing, so every second that goes by here, not every minute, every second. There's 60 seconds in a minute, right? So every second that goes by and every minute, all these 60, that's a lot of seconds. 60 seconds on top of 60 seconds, like it's just compounding and multiplying. All these seconds put together, it's just a bunch of momentum for me to close. Every second goes by, this person is going to get it. Like, oh man, they're going to get it. You should be like inside just going crazy, like excited. Inside, they can't see that. But inside, you're like, woohoo! I'm closing, I'm closing, I'm closing. Oh man, they're getting this. Oh shit. Because that's where that energy starts seeping out of your pores and it starts going to them and they see this person that's like unstoppable. You're like on fire. You're lit up. Like they're just looking at you like, oh shit. This freaking person can get up right now and do a triple backflip if he wanted to, right? You're just so believable. That's what you got to do. Now that sells. You want to learn how to sell? That's how you sell, like that. You can't sell like that. Get out of the way, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose the guys that are out there doing that are bringing the heat. There's guys that are bringing the heat. This is like the NFL. There's guys that are bringing the heat. There's guys that are knocking people's heads off. They can change all the rules all they want. No head-to-head hit. They're still running people over with their fucking forearm. They're like, fuck, I don't give a fuck. Change the rules. Make it to where we don't even wear helmets. I'm still going to break somebody's face. Like, they're figuring out ways, right? To still get people to get drug off the field. They're dragging people off the field still. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They're like, I am unstoppable. You have to be unstoppable. So now you get to 3, and if you did 2 and 1 right, 3 is a fucking breeze. I know it's done. I just look at them straight up and go, here, when do you want to pay your bill, 1st or 17th? These people are too scared to say, I don't want it now. Like, they're too afraid. It's not even about afraid. They're just been already told what to do. There's been a certain person in their home that took away. I've taken them way back, whether it was their husband, their dad, somebody, their uncle, right? There was somebody in their family or somewhere in their life was very certain and was the boss. And that's what they start looking at me like now. Like, oh, shit. It's like, oh, boy, I better not go against his word. He kind of reminds me of, somebody, like, you don't want to tell these kind of people no, because they're going to get upset. And it's not about me getting upset. I'm not trying to scare them or nothing. But what I'm trying to do is show them that I came there to not play around. I came there for business. Right? It's like different people. You meet cops, whatever, lawyers, freaking anything. Right? We're just walking down a dark alley somewhere, like, do not mess with that person. You can smell it, you can see it. It's like, oh yeah, that person, don't fuck with that person. And then somebody can have a gun, an AK walking at you can just look, you see right through him, that guy, he ain't gonna shoot nobody. Probably doesn't know how to fucking, probably can't even fucking pull the trigger. He's a fucking punk. He looks the part, he can have the tattoos on the face, everything, the whole 9 yards, and you just look at him, man, get out of here, right? You even tell him too, like, man, get out of here. Man, go play that shit somewhere else with somebody else that doesn't know any better, right? And that's the same thing with us. When we're in the house, they know. They know when somebody's new. They know when somebody's scared. They know when they're afraid to close. They know that they're going to get out of it. They know. But then they also know the other opposite. They know when, oh shit, don't mess with this guy. This guy's different. I better just hurry up and give him a date. The 1st. You sure? I'll look at him. You can change to the 17th if you want. No, the 1st is fine. I get paid on the 1st of the month anyway, so. Okay, go ahead and get the check and make it out to Safe Home Security, Safeguard America, whatever, you know what I mean? And they're just like, they don't even remember how much it's going to be for. They're like, how much is it again, right? Why? Because I came in there for one thing and one thing only, to get to that point. I want that point. There's teams that want to be 4th and fucking short. They got a design play. They've been practicing that play all fucking year long. They're like, fuck it, 4th down, right? You ever see those coaches? Like from Alabama, like, these good fucking schools. They're like, 4th down. Nick Saban's like, fuck. They're not even calling timeout. They're like, you know what to do. It's 4th and 2. Go. Do that fucking play we've been doing for the whole year, practicing for this moment. And then there's other teams that are like, oh, they're afraid. Oh, shit, the coach is panicking. Timeout. He's asking the players, what should we do, right? You think they're going to make the play? Come on, man. The coach isn't certain. The damn quarterback's not certain. Maybe one guy is certain out of the 11. And the other 11 on the other side are like, oh, man, they see that. They're like, man, these guys ain't that. And then what happens? They fucking fumble or something, right? Pressure. So what you got to do is to alleviate the pressure, to get rid of the pressure, right, of this closing thing. That's what you're here to do. You got to practice. You got to practice these 2, these 3. You got to practice out there. You got to practice when you come home at night. You got to practice in the morning, in the car. You got to turn the music off, and you got to practice. I used to carry these Blackberries with me, man, back when they had the Blackberries. I'd have that shit in my pocket. I had a Blackberry, and I had a smartphone right here. and I would carry my BlackBerry right in my fucking breast pocket, and I would just record my pitches all day, talking to people. And I would go home and drive home and listen to it. And that's how I got so good at closing. Because I would break it, damn, why did I say that? And I would listen to myself and go, man, that sounds weak. Damn, that fucking, why did I say that? You know, I would rewind it, and I would listen to it, and I would just tell myself, like, damn, I ain't gonna say that again. I would find out where I screwed up. And then the next day I had an opportunity to go out there and redeem myself. And boy, I did. Because I was practicing, because I was listening, I was putting in the extra work. Nobody was doing that kind of stuff. Nobody was taking it as serious as me, but nobody was making the kind of money I was making either. So it was real simple to me. It was like, shit, if I'm gonna joke around with this job, I'm not gonna make shit. And if I'm gonna take it more serious than everybody, and then take it even more serious than those people, and more serious than those people, and more serious than them, I'm gonna be on top. I'm gonna be the only one left. I'm gonna be the only guy that's taking it this serious, and I'm gonna be the only guy, you know, driving these kind of cars and making this kind of money too. So it was real simple to me. I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this really serious. You know, there's a difference between going to see a high school baseball field and going to Dodger Stadium and seeing their field. Way different. Why? Because somebody's getting paid a lot of money to take care of Dodger Stadium and the grass there, and a professional golf course versus some golf course down the street right here. The grass is different. Everything's different. The rough's different. The sand traps are different. Everything. Even the poles are different. Everything is so nice when it comes to professional stuff. And that's what you got to be. You got to take this. You got to become a professional. Don't look at this and go, oh, it's door-to-door sales. I'm wearing an orange vest. I don't look like a professional. I'm not wearing a tie. I'm not wearing a suit. You don't got to fucking wear a tie or suit to be a professional. Make professional money. Treat this like a profession. I guarantee it. You will go out there and you will make professional money. You will make 6 figures. Every year you will make 6 figures. You'll be headed towards what? Right here, 7 figures. What are you here to do? Make 6 figures or 7 figures? If you're here to make 8 figures even, that's your main goal. That's your end result. That's number 3 stop, right? Well, then how do you get there? You gotta back it up and you gotta do these 2 things right. I wake up every morning and make 7 figures, guys. I don't wake up to make 6 or 5 figures. I wake up every morning to make millions of dollars a year. That's what I wake up for. That's what I go to work for. That's what I think about. I don't think about, you know, going backwards, 6 figures, 5 figures. I'm thinking 7, 8 figures. I'm going towards that way. Millions, billions. How do I do that? Right here. Boom, boom, boom. Strategy. Same thing I'm using in my pitch. You just use it in your business. Same thing. Right? Mix it up. Keep it fun, right? I do that in my business. I do that in my life. Set up a strategy, right? Create my money. Get yeses, right? I got to get yeses. I got to sell myself before I go try to sell anybody else. I got to understand that I believe first before I try to make other people believers. Because if you would see right through me, like, this guy doesn't even believe. What the hell am I even doing here? Why am I in this industry? He don't even believe in it. But I love it. A lot of these other people are trying to get out of the business. They're trying to, you know, right? You've been with other people, and they're not even certain who they're gonna sell for, or what they're gonna do, where they're gonna be. Like, it's a bunch of uncertainty, and that's why they don't get any results. Trey?
It takes the fun out of it too.
That's why they struggle. That's why they struggle getting to second base. They can't get off of first base. You know, we're hitting home runs over here. You know, we're like out of the park on a daily basis. Young guys, killers, man. You guys are killers, dude. So look at last thing. What did you come there to do? Which is the close. So you set it all up. Now it's like it's nothing. It's nothing, man. It's just like, you know, how do you feel when you wash your car? You've got the full tank of gas, right? Last thing that you did is put the armor on the tires, and you know what to do. That's what you came. Now you go cruising, right? You don't go park your car. You don't go off-roading and go get it all dirty now. You don't go down a dirt road. You go cruise, man, right? And it just feels like it's so much better, right? Got clean clothes on, brand new shoes. Got it all. You set it up. You set it up for that moment. And how does it feel when you have that drink in your hand, right? It feels good, man. It's like, man, right? Pop that first cold beer, whatever it is, right? Light up that cigarette, whatever. I don't know. So, it feels good. That's what you came there for. You came to relax, whatever it was, right? You're ready. Because you did all the other stuff right. So, this is, to me, for most people, that's the hard part. I always hear people say, man, I get in the house, I can't close, T. Damn, how do you do it? What's the deal with the close? First of all, you're looking at it like it's an impossible obstacle. Look how you're talking. Man, I can't close. I can't close. What the fuck? You're done. I almost had it. Like, no, you didn't. If you almost had it, you didn't do these first two right. I'm just telling you right now. If you got to the end and you couldn't close, you didn't do the first two things right. You didn't set it up right. So stop trying to work on the close. Work on the first two things. Shit, you probably didn't wake up right. You probably woke up negative. You're probably telling yourself all kinds of negative shit. And you think you're going to have a successful day, a successful month, or a year? Do you think you're going to have a successful decade thinking like that? Hell no. So you have to back it all up to the beginning. All right? Tony Robbins talks about how he showed a guy that's been stuttering for 40 years, right? And he got him to stop stuttering in 5 minutes. He figured out what he goes, when did you start stuttering? He backed it all up to when he was like 5 years old. And he found out something bad happened in the house. He saw something really bad happen. Right? Something bad happened to him, and like it fucked him up as a child. Made him scared of a bunch of different things, and then he was like, from that moment on, he like doubted himself. He started talking all differently. He started stuttering, and then nobody ever fixed. He went to a bunch of people to fix the way he talked, but it was an internal thing. It was something from the past. So Tony Robbins took him back. So I want you to go back to that moment when you saw that what happened really bad, and I want you right now to just forgive and forget, and it never happened. I want you to, whatever it was. I don't know if his dad killed his mom. Something happened really bad. I can't remember the whole story, but something bad really happened. He witnessed it as a kid, right? And it altered everything from that day forward. We all go through stuff like that, right? And it paralyzes us. It weighs us down. It disables us. So what you got to do is you have to go back to that moment, and you got to own it, and you got to like, boom, that ain't gonna stop me no more. And the guy just started talking. The guy started talking. And that's when I saw that, I started, I really believe, I've already believed that, the power of like letting go and certain things, but it was like it confirmed it, that a lot of things will weigh you down if you let it. So when I watch people struggle, that a lot of it's personal stuff. They're just going through stuff, and they haven't got over it yet. So they get a little bit ahead, and inside they feel like they don't deserve victory, they don't deserve success or something, because they did something bad, or or whatever, they saw something bad, or something bad happened to them. So they feel like, damn, I don't even deserve success. So they start subconsciously, they think like they're supposed to be losing, they're supposed to struggle, and they're supposed to go through all this shit, and they can't ever snap out of it because they don't go back to that. They crush it. They don't defeat it. You got to go back and defeat, what defeated you. Right? You got to face your worst fears sometimes, right? Like they say, just like phobias. How do they get rid of phobias, right? When somebody's scared of snakes or a spider, what do? They make them go and fucking hold a fucking snake in their hand. They don't want to. That's their biggest fear, but they make them. They're like, here, put this in your hand and own it. You're not afraid of snakes no more, man. You don't have that no more. And there's people that are like shit on themselves, piss on themselves. That's how scared they are. They start crying uncontrollably. They start shaking. They can't move. They're afraid. Dogs or cats, whatever, So the only way to overcome your fears, you gotta face your fear, right? And you gotta conquer your fears. Woo. What you gotta do. You gotta conquer your fears, but you gotta face your fear first. You can't just conquer it by sitting at home. You gotta face it. If you're afraid of clothes, then you better start fucking figuring out the first two things, and you'll start fucking coming in with a different attitude. I always tell people, hey man, pretend you're me. You see how I walk around, a lot of confidence, and I'm not afraid of shit. Pretend you're me. And that's worked for a lot of people. What would I say? I used to tell people in the meat business, I would say, what would I do at that situation? Oh man, you would have told him this, and you would have just brought more meat in. Okay then, why aren't you bringing more in? Why aren't you doing that? You already know I'm the most successful person at selling meat in the damn country, so why aren't you doing what I'm doing? Oh man, you're different though, T. You're not afraid. You're not. And I would just look at him and go, there's the problem right there. You think I'm different, and you already know what the secret is. I ain't afraid. Yeah, you're damn right. Now you need to not be afraid. you need to say this about yourself. I'm different. I'm the best. You know, you got, it's called positive affirmations. You have to tell yourself all the time, you're the best. You're going to be number one. You're the champ. I'm going to make $1,000 a day. I'm tired of watching everybody else get the $6,000. That guy ain't better than me. I'm going to show him who's the best. And yeah, it's going to take some time. You'll take some losses. You'll stumble through it. But don't quit. That's the key. When you start taking those losses, you start falling, right? It's going to get bad. You got to jump up quick, man. You got to jump up, and you got to, come on, high energy. You might beat me, but you're not going to beat me in this high energy shit game. You're not going to beat me in that game. You might be a better talker than me. You might be smarter than me, but you're not going to have more energy than me. You ain't going to beat me on the energy part. You're not going to beat me on the positive, right, attitude part. And you're not going to beat me on the enthusiasm part. That's all I said it takes to be successful, those 3 things. And I'll stick to that. I'm going to stick to that. So just learn those 3 things. That's you. That's the battle between you and you only. I can't change it. Nobody else can change it but you. So once you figure that out, this closing thing, you won't be afraid of it. You'll want to, man, my quickest sell, and I recorded it, was under 7 minutes. 6 minutes and like 30 seconds, in and out. That's from knocking and walking out the check. You know why? Because I wanted to prove a point to everybody. And I recorded it, and I played it to my team on the way home. I played it. I was like, here, listen to this shit, guys. I'm sick of you guys telling me that, oh, this and that. And people, I go, you're not getting, I go, man, I went in there and just closed it. I walked in so certain. I said, hey, how's it going? I'm with, back then it was the GE. I'm with General Electric. Got to come in, do a paperwork. They're like, huh? Well, I'm in a hurry right now. I said, no, I'm in a bigger hurry. I need 2 minutes. That's it. I'll be done. Give me a piece of mail. They're like, what? And I'm like, here, I'm grabbing shit. I'm not even waiting for them to give me mail. I'm grabbing stuff. I'm moving quick. I'm getting mail. I just start filling out the form. I went straight to the contract. Start filling out. They're like, what is this contract for? I go, this is for all your free equipment. See, 000, right? I'm putting zeros. I'm like, here, you're only going to have to pay $49 a month. Instead, oh, I don't want nothing. Sir, I don't have the time to argue with you right now. You know what I mean? Right? Well, what is this? Sir, can you save the questions for later? Well, I don't even know what I'm getting. Sir, I just kept closed them. Then I told him real quick, this is what you're getting. I flipped it over, showed him the thing, get a 3-1 system. You're getting this because you're old. I told him like that. All right, let's not bullshit here. I told him, I start cussing. Let's not fucking bullshit. Okay, I don't have the time. You want to go and I want to go. You said you're in a hurry, right? Well, I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. The guy's just like, okay, well, I'm listening, That guy is coming right now. What do you have to leave for? Well, I got to go to the grocery store. Well, you're going to have to wait an hour and a half. I'm going to make sure he speeds through this. I have to put it in today. You have to get protected today. In case something happens, it's already online. Well, what am I getting? I told you, stop asking questions. I'm going to show you right now. If you quit interrupting me. And I'm just looking. It's like 4 minutes gone by. I'm like, damn, this thing's quick. Right? I'm like, here, I need you to hit the check for the first month. How much is it? $49.99. Or you can make it for $99 if you want to pay full price. No, I don't want to pay full price. All right, go ahead, hurry up. $49.99. Check, sign, here, you get an alarm. He's just like, well, I guess I'm getting it. Shook his hand. Thank you, sir. We just broke a world record, And the guy's like, what? World record, right? My favorite thing to do is to rush through that fast, quick. I'm there to close. I'm not there to fucking talk to them. Right? Let me ask you a question. Do you get paid to close or to talk?
Close.
Do you get paid to close or to just fill out forms? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're not there to just fill out forms and chit chat. All right? The worst salesman that's ever been in this company is probably Decap, the one that lasted for 3 years. He never sold shit. Why? Because he went in the house and just talked to people all day. Great guy. He's not a bad guy or nothing. Just sucks as a closer. He'd be a good lead guy, right? He'd just sit there and just talk. Yeah, play the guitar. Yeah. One time he had his fucking phone on an accident, and we listened to the whole thing. You remember that? Yeah. I think Gabe was with us. We were in the fucking Sprinter van just listening. He butt downed me, and you know what he was telling these people? Yeah, my boss money. Like, he was just going on and on. My boss is amazing. He's in his 30s and he has 8 kids. He's just telling my whole life story to these people. Nothing to do with closing or anything. He's just going on and on and on about nothing. Why? Because his goal was to go talk to people. He thought talking to people equaled selling. And that's not the truth. closing the deal, getting the check, and getting it installed is the only thing you get paid off of here. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else you don't need. Cut it all out. Right? That's like surviving. Like, do you really need, cream in your coffee to really like get a buzz off of coffee? Like, you know what I mean? No. All that's extra shit. You don't need that. What do boxers eat? What do boxers, when they're training and they're trying to cut weight, what do they eat? Only what they need. They don't eat a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, exactly. They're getting straight to the point. Protein, carbs. Right? They eat the, straight to the point. They're not sitting there buttering their bread and all that, It's like, yeah, salt, pepper. Yeah, they're just like straight, boom, give me this, and then they go train. They have a nutritionist. Right? And that's what I am. I'm telling you guys right now. You don't need all this other bullshit. It's just, all you need is this. Boom, boom, boom. And you need to be there for this. Closing. You have to be there. You have to wake up to close. If you're not waking up every morning to fucking close, you're only here to sell and talk, you're not going to make money. If you're here to just get better and hang out, you're not going to get better. If you're here to travel, you're not going to get better. If you're here to, hopefully get better by just coming in every day, you're not going to get better. You're only going to get better when you start waking up for one thing and one thing to close people. I'm sorry. And I shouldn't be sorry. I'm telling you the truth. You should be happy right now. Like, God damn, this is easy. Damn, T, that's how simple it is? Yes. That's the only thing you should be fucking thinking about all day and all morning, the whole drive out. Closing, closing, closing. I will close. I will be an aggressive, crazy fucking motherfucker out there. I will be a closer. I am a shark. That's it. I'm a shark. I go out and I demolish. I win. Not too many things can beat a shark, right, in a fight. You know what I mean? Like, those things, you don't want to fuck with them. You don't. Because everybody knows. They're designed to what? Eat things alive. Yeah, they're designed to shred up things and to hurt things. And that's what we got to be. We're designed, okay? Now, the guys that are going to make the most money here, I'm not talking about everybody, because everybody's not thinking like this. I get it. But if you want to start making more money, and you want to start winning every day, and you want to have fun, you got to start understanding who the hell you are and what you're doing. This is what we do. It's like golf. It's a game of skill. If you think you're just going to go over there, like Happy Gilmore, put the ball and run up to it, and just go like this, and that's how you're going to, beat everybody. You're going to find out real quick that, damn, it looks like you're about to hit, that guy's going to hit it further and harder, but you probably missed the ball, and if you do hit it, it's going to go like 2 feet. Or it's going to go shank it to the side or something. Some of them might even go backwards, right? You ever do that one? Yeah, you fucking hit it a certain way, right? You can make the ball go backwards, right?
With a lofty club at the right angle, yeah.
Yeah. So think about that for a
But you
second.
had to be aggressive with that swing.
Think about that, So this is a game of skill, 100%. All right, so go ahead and think about that all day and all night. Go ahead and start thinking about what you're going to close today, how many you're going to close, what you're here for. You don't close, you don't hit your goals. You don't close, you don't have the roof over your head. You don't close, you don't eat. You don't close, you're going to have a miserable fucking week. All right? And the cancels are fine. Don't worry about the cancels. That's good. That means that you're closing. When I see guys are getting cancels, I'm fine with that. I'm okay. Because at least I know you're closing. See, I'm more worried if you can't even get a cancel. Right? Cancels. I mean, I told you, most cancels I ever had in 1 week was how many? 15. But I sold 35. So I had 20 installs. So I'm not afraid of no damn cancel. That's more than 2 a day. Right? 2 a day is 12. I had more than 2 a day. Yeah, so that's why, because I was designed, I'm a shark, right? Sharks are, they might cut open up a shark and they might find some metal and some cans and, they have some cancers too, right? So, not all meat, not all humans, not all fish, right? They might find some rocks in there, right? All kinds of shit. So what? That's what you gotta do. Tear through it, guys. Tear through it today. Terrorize today. Tear through it, terrorize, tear it up. Like just boom, 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 boom. Go at it. Go at it with some authority today. Don't panic. We got plenty of time. You'll have 5 hours to knock today. And it won't even be dark yet. And in those 5 hours, terrorize, man. sing that song. I used to sing that song in my head from Jaws. Dun-dun, dun-dun. I used to do that to myself going to the door. I used to be like, oh shit, they're fucked. Dun, 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 dun. I swear to God, I used to do shit like that. I do all kinds of stuff, man. I used to play music. I mean, I recorded myself. I would be talking to myself in the recording. You should hear some of my recordings. I gotta go look. I gotta go find these things. I used to get the thing. This was back when I had the tape recorder. I used to carry that around too, and I sold meat. And I would record it, and I'd give it to my new guys. Here, go listen to this shit tonight. Because they'd be like, damn, how do you sell so much stuff so fast? Like, god damn. And I would, here, go listen. And then they'd come back, and man, you're talking to yourself the whole time. Like, who are you talking to? I was trying to figure it out at first. You're talking to yourself. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Pumping myself up. I'd get the thing, start hitting record. All right, I'm looking at the house right now. I'm about to go in there. Woohoo! They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. These motherfuckers, they're gonna get it. I would start singing and shit. You remember the tapes? I think you heard some of the tapes. I would keep it, and you'd hear me breathing and walking to the door, and I'd be singing. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. Na, 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 they're gonna get it. Right? I'm just going off, having a good old time. They answer the door. Hello. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Ha, ha, ha. And they would just be like, "What the hell?" I was just playing. I just finished up a delivery with your friend. I got some extra stuff. I got to come over here and show you what I got. Because I got to get home. My son's got a game, Little League game, starting like in 2 hours. I got to get rid of the stuff. What stuff? What is it? You know? I'll be right back. Right? That's it. I have a different picture for everyone. And then I'd be going back to the car like, I try to tell you, motherfuckers, you know? I try to tell you. Nobody wants to listen to me, you know? I'm having this conversation with myself. I'm having fun. Everybody has a conversation with themselves, though. See, some people, it's like, oh man, I don't know why I'm out here, you know? Oh man, I don't know why they canceled. Man, this fucking sucks. Oh man, and they're having a negative conversation with themselves. No fun. I'm having a party, man. I'm having a straight, like, everything. I'm having the best time of my life. I'm in there singing to this thing, happy as hell, man. And guess what? They felt the energy. So right when the door opened, it's like, I got so much momentum, right? So much energy going, like, I could have sold him whatever else. It don't matter. Could have sold him a fucking vac. You could have sold him that damn orange jacket you're wearing. Well, I don't need this. Yes, you do. Hey, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to give them 100 reasons why they need it. Like, I'm persistent. I ain't giving up. I'm not here. Why? Why am I there? To close. Why do I know I'm going to sell people? Because I'm there for that reason. Only. That's the only reason why I'm there for. I'm not there to get names. You know, I watch Pete sometimes. It's funny. He's like trying to go in the house, trying to get everybody's name on the block. I'm like, man, what are you there to get everybody's information, or are you there to close? And that's why he has a problem just closing sometimes, because he's not there to close. He's there to like, let me see if I can figure out an easy way today to get 5 deals. Like, I'll show you an easy way to get 5 deals. Go into 5 houses with the, for one reason and one reason only, don't close. Stop trying to figure out ways to make your day easier or whatever, you know what I mean? Stop trying to weasel your way out of the work. Put in the fucking work, have fun. Get a recorder if you have to. Because when I wasn't training somebody, I would record. Why did I record? I'll tell you, last thing and I'm done. I know this meeting's going long. I'll tell you why I recorded. I recorded because when I didn't have somebody to train and there to be, the recording kept me accountable. I knew I was going to give this to the new guys. What am I going to do? Give them a fucking recording of a bunch of losses and a bunch of no deals? Then they're not going to come back and they listen to this shit all night and be like, damn, he's the owner, he's the manager, he's our sales manager, and he's struggling? Shit. No. I was like, I'm going to have this tape is going to be close after close after close, after money making it. Oh man, I would have to flip that thing over. It only recorded like 30 minutes on each side, I think. It was a whole hour of just closing and laughing and singing. Oh man, it was amazing. I think I still have that thing somewhere. I made it in Hawaii, actually. I remember. I was talking to a lot of military people that day. I have a bunch of recordings. And I would get these I would get them good, man. I'd get their emotions so into it. I used to go into high rises. Nobody did high rises. I would get the meat, stack it on a fucking dolly and go into the high rises right there in Honolulu, Waikiki, and just go each floor on the elevator. Nobody would knock in those. they're like, why are you gonna take it? It's gonna melt. I go, it ain't gonna melt. I'm gonna sell this shit. Maybe if you were carrying it around and you can't sell shit, it's gonna melt. My shit's going. I'm selling this quick. And I'm gonna come back and reload and come back to the next floor. You watch, you'll see. I was certain. And what happens when a certain person does something for 3 days straight? On the 4th day, are they gonna bet against you? Hell no. They're like, oh man, this guy, he's a winner, man. So create yourself to be a winner. Okay? Close yourself today. Tell yourself you're a winner. Thank you.